Hey everybody, Jennifer Roberts here, and I am the Podqueen. I'm here in my own kingdom, my backyard kingdom. I've got dead grass all around. We had a drought here in Kansas City this summer, and well, let's just say my yard is bearing the fruit of it. Unlike the weed growing behind me that's about as tall as a tree, that's the level of gardening we do. Sometimes Dwayne and I say we garden the garden of our heart, not so much the garden of our yard. So we're looking for that person to come and garden our yard for us. We need you. We need you. Make Podqueen's kingdom beautiful, please. Just kidding. Just kidding, friends. Okay, well today I want to talk about Hebrews 12. I talked a little bit about Hebrews 12 when I talked to young moms about going deep in God. I shared the running is winning vision. And so, you know, you've heard a little bit, but I just want to talk about it a little bit more. Just because it's so visual and it helps me get perspective quickly. I go to Hebrews 12 when I feel like I'm in a funk, when I've lost perspective, and I go there and read through it, and it's like a plumb line to get me back into living for eternity again. And so Hebrews 12 starts out this way. Therefore, we also, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily entangles us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Let me just end there for a minute. Okay, what's happened in Hebrews 11 is the heroes of the faith have been described. So Moses is addressed, David is addressed, different ones that we consider heroes are addressed. The great cloud of witnesses. I imagine they're in heaven. They're watching us live our life right now. It talks how we are walking by faith. We don't see, but we're blessed because blessed is he who has not seen and yet still believes. So we're in that category of ones that are blessed. We have opportunities to walk in faith that Moses, he walked in faith, but he also had fellowship face to face with God. That's pretty intense. That's a mandate that I'm going, wow, that's incredible. I haven't had that yet. I'm looking for it, waiting for the angel to show up, waiting for God to come and have dinner with me, open to that, so open. But until then, I have to walk by faith. And so we gain strength and we gain courage as we consider the heroes of the faith, the ones that have gone before us, David that went before us. You know, he set up the tabernacle. Unbelievable. You know, Ruth, who by faith believed that the Jews were God's chosen people and helped them, and it was accredited to her as righteousness. So read Hebrews 11 to get the full context of Hebrews 12. So therefore, since we're surrounded by these great cloud of witnesses, it says this, let us throw off everything that is a weight. Everything. Let us trim down things that are weighing us down, that are causing us to live only for this age, that are causing us to be ensnared in the cares of the day, and that cause us to lose perspective on eternity. And so when we throw off those weights, we become lighter. We're able to lift our head up high to see clearly what is before us, to see eternity that is before us. And so throw off all the weight, throw off all the sin that so easily entangles us. Here's the deal. We can become ensnared in sin and be unaware of it because it's a slow process. It starts in our mind. It ensnares itself around us subtly, and pretty soon we're limited in our movement because sin has ensnared itself around our feet, and we can't move the way we want to move. So this is a call to do some purging, do some house cleaning, get streamlined in our relationship with God, get focused on eternity. So throw off all the weight, lay aside every weight, and the sin which so easily ensnares us. We need to understand it happens easily. So if we're living thinking, oh no, we don't have any sin issues, we're not thinking rightly. It easily happens. It slowly creeps us up on us and causes us to be limited. So we need to throw those things off and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. The key word here is endurance. Now, I ran fast and hard in my 20s. The pace that I tried to run at was not sustainable. We need to run, not so that we run fast to win like a 50-yard dash, but we need to be running so that when we're 90 years old, we're still running. So I'm not saying slow down, just relax, be easy about your relationship with the Lord. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying run in such a way, run with the end in mind, with the understanding that you're going to be doing this for decades, that you run at a pace that you can maintain, that you can sustain. Now there is a season for sprinting, and there's a season for jogging, but the goal is to keep running. And it says to run the race marked out for you. Who are you before God? What is your assignment on this earth? Now run it, and don't stop. With perseverance, have the end in mind so that you continue to persevere. Perseverance wouldn't be there if it was going to be an easy race. The journey that you're embarking on is difficult. There is a war with the flesh and the spirit. I've been reading in Galatians about that war, that struggle, the two members warring against each other. And the fruit of the Spirit is to be what is manifest in our life. And we can see the fruit of the flesh. It talks about it in Galatians. It's things like drunkenness, lewdness, adultery. Now most of us are going, oh yeah, what's that? No big deal. I'm not doing any of that. Hello. It goes on to say jealousy, selfish ambition, anger. Uh-oh, that's a little more of a magnifying glass on my heart. I'm going, ooh, yeah, I've struggled with those things. But the fruit of the Spirit, love, patience, kindness, joy, peace, long-suffering, wow, endurance. So what we need is we need the Spirit to run this race. This isn't a call like, run in your flesh, keep going. No, we need the Spirit of the living God to even run the race that's marked out for us. We need to look around and go, wait a sec, there's too much that's on me, I need to get it off. I need to throw off the weight. I need to get rid of the sin that's ensnaring me. I need to run with perseverance the race marked out for me. Now, the next part that I love, this is verse 2. Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. Okay, he's the one that started you on this journey. He's the one that's going to see you through till the end. Here's the mystery in our relationship with God. Is God doing it or am I doing it? The answer is both. You are partnering with God and you're in the palm of His hand, and it's His joy and His delight to present you without spot, without wrinkle. Jude 24 says that you would be presented without stumbling and without fault. And God will do it with exceeding joy. The truth is, God is happy to present you wholly before Him, to complete in all that you're meant to accomplish. God is on your side in this race. You're not alone. And so we're called to looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before Him endured the cross, despising the shame, and He sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. The joy that was set before God, what motivated Jesus to stay on the cross was that He was going to buy you back. That there was going to be a time when an eternal city was going to come to earth, and God and man were going to dwell together again, which was the original design in the garden. God is saying to you today, run, see eternity before you. Know the end is that we're joined together forever, never separate.